In their victory. He's going to go tonight. Kobe Sanders turns, fires on a two-way contract. Starting for Kawhi Leonard, that shot doesn't go. They took Denver to 7 games, but lost in the first round. Here's Shed. Corner three. Remember, Shed secures a rebound. Again, Clippers trying to get back in transition. Corner three, Abaji! Knocks down the three.
Your guards can rebound and push the ball, and I love the kick ahead. If you're a point guard out there and you're listening, kick ahead, and you see Jamal Shed, he gets his opportunity with the one.
Back in the day.
His game, his defense is all that.
I know he can guard 1 through 5. Shed!
And he can drop dimes.
And it's batted out. Shed once again, driving, kicking. Ingram steps into it.
Crowd to talk to Kyle Lowry after that ovation and just that acknowledgement, and that was Toronto Raptors at its best. You see Chris Dunn with a 3, ended up with the victory, so you can't take your foot off the gas when you're playing against this Clippers team.
Sanders walks into a 3, and it's good, and it's just once, and that was in 2020, 2021, and Sanders a factor. Sanders on him. The double comes. Clock is down. Good job by Elijah Martin finding the open space coming over from the weak side. Raptors by 6. Looking for Martin. Wide open 3. Elijah Martin buries it. 2 for 11.
And that energy on the defensive end.
On the inside, Mamu.
Scotty breaking down the defense.
Brown checks in. Here's Miller. Miller with a left hand.
These young guys for the Clippers there. You can call plays and read plays and see adjustments.
Here's Ty Washington with a 3. Well,
Phil keeps shooting the way to fight down there.
Zubats the hook over top. And that is tough.
And Zubats when he...
Boyles no. AJ on the glass. Grady able to handle it. Grady finishes in the paint.
Defense.
Miller over to Dunn. Dunn with a 3. That rattles in. Ingram met by Dunn. You see Christie shadowing and shading that way to Ingram, and just a tough shot over top.
When you catch it and step backwards, you have to practice stepping forward if you're penetrating in that corner.
The layup is good for Jordan Miller.
That time, Ochai in and out. It was good basketball play.
Harden cut off, but Zubats on the scene, and a timeout taken by Darko. Patted out by Abaji, taken by Shed. Oh, what a pass, and then CMB finds Abaji in the corner. Shot clock, Raptors up by 8. Shed and CMB on the hard and deep 3, and it goes. And Sanders.
I do not like that double team by Jamal Shed. CMB can guard James Harden.
Shed takes it right back. Barnes off of the miss. Barnes ahead now. Abaji. First game of the season for Abaji that he's made 3 threes.
And you love to see that 3-point shooting, and improved so much last year.
Harden finally gets one.
And you already know it's...
To Sanders getting the start for Kawhi Leonard. Harden looks on the inside trying to get Zubats going. And Zubats taken away by Dunn.
Dunn is a crafty defensive player. Keeps his hands active.
Harden rattles it in.
One thing that the Clippers is missing tonight, which they had through that stretch, is you see another movement out the ball, and Coach Darko is not happy with that lack of...
Since that 3rd week of December, nearly 47% of their shots. Barnes, it doesn't go, and a chance here for the Clippers to grab the lead. And their 4th turnover in the quarter. Miller lays it up and in.
Miller doing a good job of looking...
Clippers in 9th. So this defense has been dialed in. Ingram loosens it up with a 3.
Dramatic that he's going up for a shot.
Mamu over to Shed. Raptors down by 2. Mamu banks it in. That is continued. Open 3. Short. Long rebound to Mamu. He's attacking. Bucket. bucket is good. Timeout, time. Socks in the summertime. You gotta have the Band-Aids ready. Shed to Grady. Money. He's looking free right now with those 2 threes. Miller. That 3 is good. And again, 40.
Sure you're there to tag the roller.
Mamu. Scotty Barnes. Niederhauser loses it. AJ to Grady. Finger roll. Scotty doing a great job communicating. Here's Christie, though, slicing through.
And with this lineup in the first point, so the Raptors, they can't continue to slack off of Miller.
Lopez, a closeout. And Lopez, a 3 and a timeout. He loses it. Good idea. 2-on-1, Christie. And we're tied again.
And he's seeing it
to the game. There's that presence defensively as well as orchestrating the offense. Christie with a 3.
And that was just a...
And Shed. Denied. Grady cleans up and Shed smiling. Timeout through. Doesn't go. Batted out by Shed. Grady on the run looking for B.I. The slam dunk. CMB from the elbow back up top to Shed. Shed to the rolling CMB. 12 assists now for
by the Toronto Raptors. Just got to knock it down.
Zubats. Head of steam.
And that's what I mean. On that weak side, you continues to get these fouls called against the team because he's fighting over the screens.
Shed inside. Murray boils the strength.
Can't do anything once B.I. raises up top.
Harden just gets right to the rim.
And you got to recognize.
Up 4. Harden, jab step. Denied. They're going to call for some weak side movement. Shed. Here's a Baji. Doesn't go. Under a minute to go. Harden operating. Zubats. Under 10 of the shot clock. Harden a 3. No. Batted out. It's right there. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Harden. Overtime. With 25 points, 10 assists. 7 of 8 from the line. Abaji, the open 3. Doesn't go. Raptors down the stretch. Can they get out in transition? Clippers get back. Scotty attacking, backing in on Sanders. Goes over top and the foul. Quarter. It was 5 minutes in total. Here's Miller with a 3.
And that's the challenge. You give up that 3-point shot, so you have to pick your poison. Grady Dick doing a good job, but the Clippers doing a better job.
Scotty with screen. They're trying to get a switch. They do. Mamu in space trying to deal with Harden. That is tough. Harden, bucket together this veteran group. That's what they're thinking. Harden, the 3 doesn't go. 2 for 14. Zubats bats it out of bounds. A minute to go. Scotty now backing in on Harden with a left. And in finally goes. In OT. Can they get another stop? 40 seconds. Harden. 3-point game again. CMB out top to Shed. Back to B.I. Doesn't go. Done with it. For B.I. Gotta hurry. Shed. The 3 doesn't go, and that's going to do it. 4 to go. 4-point game. And a tough one for Toronto.